BB Shea is stuck around here for this last segment. In for Dave. I'm glad you did.
I know. Good to be here, man.
This has been great. You haven't. What?
I'm sorry. Got a little cookie in my teeth.
Little Christmas cheer.
Yeah, I'm sorry. There's a box of cookies. Y'all set them right in front of me, too.
Well,
I don't want any casual talk. This isn't a podcast.
His dude,
That's right.
This is the big show.
Right. This is it. Yeah.
Grit out on
This is real.
This is real.
My bad.
Podcast.
I got to
Yeah.
tighten up. Sorry.
Yeah, use that bro talk for your little podcast.
Biggie was
My bad.
Biggie witnessed our podcast once, and he was surprised how laid back. it
Yeah, I
was.
know.
How
Yeah,
relaxed
it's kind of
it was.
surprising. Yeah, I was telling somebody about that the other day. A
Yeah.
listener came in, and he was like, I hear he's actually laid back. I'm like, he can be cool sometimes. Believe
Rare.
it or not.
Very
Believe it or
rare,
not.
though. That's right.
Yeah.
This is, and you missed the first few of these. We talked about the 8 habits of the happiest and most successful people, and they all seem to have this in common. And Biggie said, actually, when I went through the first few, he said, yeah, it's a sign of being rich. That's why they're all so happy. They're rich. And one of them was meditate. And Biggie said, who has time for that?
No.
Nobody has time for that.
Not the poor. They don't meditate.
No. Volunteer. Again.
Rich.
I said you're rich.
Yeah. I got. What do I do with all this time?
Right, go out and
exactly.
volunteer. Now, socialize was one. You know, don't get away from just being by yourself and go out and see other people and socialize. Now, this is much more specific, okay? And you were just having a cookie, so we'll go to this one.
Okay.
And this is very specific. Eat a plant-based breakfast. The most happy and successful people
Explain.
eat a plant-based breakfast. They say if you start with that, it gives you incredible energy every morning. First thing, staying away from meat and dairy products, which tend to weigh you down, and you're much more productive and happy, especially until lunch, the first part of the day.
So define your terms here.
A plant-based diet would be
Does that
what?
mean fruit?
I thought,
Yeah.
I'd say
To me, I think vegetable though.
I do. How about like I would say spinach omelet, but that's dairy. Well, it's kind of meat is the protein.
Yeah.
Right? But what about a spinach omelet and a cup of blueberries or an apple, something like that? They say it gives you great energy and does not weigh you down. I've never heard of that really, a plant-based breakfast.
No, eat meat. I've never heard the term.
Usually most
It's
people.
always, sausage, bacon, eggs.
Yeah. Now the eggs I like. I like an egg. Usually I'll have one of those pre-boiled eggs every morning. You know, Biggie and I.
Pre-boiled.
Yeah, you buy them from the
Right out
grocery.
of the chicken's ass?
Yeah, you pre-boil them. Well, you have to bake the chicken and it
Yeah.
comes right out. It's pre-done.
They're done.
Yeah, they're done for you. Now you get a bag of eggs. You ever bought a bag of eggs?
Nah.
I love
A
them.
bag of eggs.
I love
They're
them.
great for a tuna salad or a chicken salad.
You don't have to. You have to go through the problem.
You don't put eggs in tuna salad. It's delicious.
I do, but I like them just straight out of the bag. You go to a grocery store. You
Like
buy
Cool Hand Luke?
Yeah, you buy a bag of eggs.
Yeah.
They're already boiled. They're already peeled.
Some people don't like them. They say, I like the consistency because to me they're firmer,
I agree.
and I like the consistency better.
I agree.
You take an egg out of the carton, you scramble it. I don't understand this bag egg
No, this is
thing.
just
This is
hard-boiled
making no
egg.
sense to me.
In the morning,
Yeah.
I'm usually running behind. I don't want to wake anybody up, so I
Yeah.
get a bag of eggs and
Eat it on the road by
eat it
yourself.
on the road. Have a couple on the road.
Yeah, a little
A
protein.
little protein in the morning. Yeah, I like that. But as far as a plant-based diet, because then I'll come here and have an apple, but that's a little, I don't know about plant. I also think vegetable. You're right.
Maybe like some oats, maybe a little oat here
Is
and
that
there.
a plant? Is that
Well,
considered-
it grows from the earth.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
a grain or something like that.
But I've heard like that can be bad for you too. Like you had
Well,
sugar, brown
oatmeal is
sugar. Yeah.
Unless you get like steel cut oatmeal.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
what, that's
What
a
about
big one.
toast? I mean, toast is bread. Toast is wheat and grain.
Good, yeah. Plant-based breakfast. That's a weird. I never heard that term.
I
before.
don't typically eat big breakfast. Usually on work days, I'll just have a little bit of fruit.
Yeah.
But when I have a big breakfast, I feel good for the rest of the day. It's
do
like
too.
I'm good for well through past my typical lunch hour.
It keeps you from being hungry, from having the hunger pangs. The other thing is, and this one's I'm sure you've heard many times, sleep at least 8 hours every night.
Yeah.
Now, I just read, who's the actress? Dakota Johnson said she's always sleeps about 12 to 14 hours a night.
Good God.
He's rich.
She's rich, yes.
Once again, I
She's
would
not
sleep more too if my problems didn't wake me up.
When she's not sleeping, she's volunteering
Well,
and socializing
Meditate.
and eating a plant breakfast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait a minute, though. Let's not steer everything back toward the rich of our
This means she has 10 hours of a day.
That's right, because she says oftentimes she'll sleep 14 hours.
So that's going to bed, let's say, at midnight. And what time do you wake up?
God.
10, 11 a.m.? Yeah.
Well, 10 if you sleep.
If you go to bed at midnight, you're right.
No, she
2 in the afternoon.
2 in the afternoon if you go 14 hours.
Oh yeah.
That's 2 in the afternoon till midnight.
Even your teenagers, Kelly, couldn't do that.
Challenge them. They can do it.
Probably be surprised. Actually, you
I
would.
do it. I think
Start the clock.
They'll take that
They're
challenge.
on break. They're on holiday break.
Oh yeah. My daughter sometimes comes down at like 2:15 in the afternoon and says, "Oh, I am exhausted. I haven't seen you all day.
breakfast?
I haven't seen you all day. Where's breakfast?" So I read that article about her, Dakota Johnson, that she sleeps 10 to 14 hours every day, and the question was, can you sleep too much? And the answer was yes, you can. It's like overdoing it, but whatever your body gets used to, you can do. The prime out is 7 to 8. They all every doctor said 7, 8, maybe 9 is the perfect amount of sleep. That's 8 is correct. So sleep at least 8 hours every night. That is what the happiest, most successful people do. And one of the 8 characteristics. And the last, limit television and social media, screens of any kind, especially social media.
At all times?
I say just limit it. Is what it is. I guess you could, if you limited yourself to an hour of television and an hour of social media every day.
An hour of TV.
That's
I mean,
impossible.
when I come home, TV goes on.
It's always on. But the most successful and happiest people don't do that. Like, would you fill your time with something else like walking or whatever? Outdoor, reading.
That's what they would say.
Outdoor
Yeah,
activities.
because rich people have more activities to do. They can afford to do them.
Exactly.
It's not about the rich.
It is.
It's about happiness and success in life. It's like my kids always say to me, "Are we rich?" And I say, "We are, but not with money." I always say we're rich with good friends.
They are waiting, waiting to embrace that lifestyle.
Yeah. Why are you lying to your kids? Like, that's what's wild.
I always say, we're rich with
You literally just almost put a gate up around your neighborhood.
Thought about it. Thought about
Are we
it.
rich, Daddy? No. Here's your new code.
I thought the code is 89872. Our code for that's gonna be my code for everything. 89872. And I want to know that I contributed the 2 to that code.
And I helped.
I did my part. I put the 2 in there.
You couldn't do it without me.
I couldn't have done it without me. That's right. And I noticed, BB Shea, we gave that safe away. We said it's going to be Chris Demm and my scores on Put Up or Shut Up all week. And everybody said, isn't it going to be just a bunch of 8s and 9s? And BB said, nah, on a Friday.
Wait till Friday.
It's going to change.
I'm going to get a low ball
is a
number.
wild card.
I did
That's
it.
right.
I got it done. That's exactly right. It's in there.
I will tell you this about the going outside to be happier.
Yes.
Now, if you go to a park and look around, you will see rich and poor there together for different reasons.
Right.
Rich have time. That's what they'll look whimsical on a blanket reading.
That's right.
Poors will be there with their kids because they can't afford to go anywhere else. And it'll be the ones yelling at the children.
That's right.
Stop that. Don't touch that.
Get away from him.
Yeah,
Exactly.
That's the
right.
one place the rich and the poor mingle.
Right.
Now,
there
speaking of the great outdoors, Biggie, and you brought this up earlier, that Weather Dave was away for a long weekend with his lady friend of the moment.
Oh, yeah.
Who is Biggie's dog walker?
Oh, yeah. You got to walk.
Me.
You're going to do it.
Who's
Get out
walking the
there.
animal?
Good for
Yeah, I
you.
mean, I'll have to take her. I take her out on weekends, so
Okay.
she's used to it. Yeah.
Gross.
Oh, you think she's gonna be happy?
Yeah.
I guarantee when I get home now, she's gonna be staring at me like, "What?
What are you doing here?
Where was she? What did you do?"
Ugh.
You think yet I'm getting anywhere near that leash? You got another thing.
Don't even think about it. You ready to podcast your ass
Hell
off?
yeah.
Let's do it. We're going to do woo.
Hell
Yeah. Just a half hour. We're doing this thing right here. Thank you, BB Shea, for coming
Thank
in
you.
Absolutely.
for this
Appreciate you, man.
abbreviated time
Yeah.
today.